Hello. Hi, beautiful people. Hello, 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 hello. The two Michaels are home. They just got home. Hi. Happy Monday. Lighting doesn't seem to be very good in here. I'm in my bathroom. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. I might have to go downstairs. So that's my phone. Hey, Kevin. How are you? Hi, Cordell. Terica, I thought about you today. How are you, my darling? Hi, Princess. I'm in my bathroom. I thought the lighting was good in here, but I think one of them is not working, so it looks a little dark. Okay, who did I miss? Hi, Princess. Hi, Andre. Hi, Michael. What's up, go? The Michael's home. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. We're just going to freestyle today. I had a topic earlier, but... Hi, Michael. How are you? Say hi to all the beautiful people.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? How was your day today?
Good.
Did you see Joanna? What did you have for lunch?
Pizza.
Pizza. What did you learn today?
Reading.
You read? What did you read?
Franken.
Huh?
Cat.
You read about a cat? All right. Give me a kiss, give me a kiss, give me a kiss. Mwah. I love you. Say bye-bye, beautiful people.
Bye.
Hey, Patrina, is that you? Hi, Coco. I don't know who I missed while I was talking to the baby, but hi, guys. We're just going to freestyle. I'm in my bathroom. Maybe Michael could come and put in... I think one of those lights are out. That's why it's a little dark. Mike? Mike?
You're fishing.
Okay. Ask Daddy. Could you ask Daddy to bring me a light, Michael? A bulb?
Okay.
Thank you, babe. Hi. Could you please bring a bulb, Mike? It's a little dark. And I think one of them must be out.
Again?
Yeah, oh, he says again. Terica, okay, hold on. That was actually my Christmas curtain, and I kept it for the red for Thanksgiving, for Valentine. And the floor, I don't know if you can see the floor. The floor is also red. I have a red, I also have a red, red rugs. Hi, Ayana.
You're slipping. Maybe dry.
Okay, I'm getting the bulb. Mike is putting the bulb. Okay, you want me to put it in? I think I can reach it because I just have to be careful over here. Hi, Patricia. It's okay. Thank you, babe. No. If he turned the light on, I won't be able to see. Oh, there it is. Am I better? Is it better?
Yeah.
It is? Thank you. I don't know. It still look a little dark from where I'm sitting. Oh, you know what? Terica, I use a darker foundation. I have this Avon foundation. It is really, really, really good. I didn't want to get rid of it. It's like full coverage. Can you see my freckles? Some of them. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Because usually when I sit in the bathroom, it's really, really light. I love that curtain too. I like that. I'm trying to get my phone is in between something. I'm trying to get, oh, duh, get the computer, Janice, get the computer. I'm trying to get to my bathroom, change it. Terica, I got this at, let me take this pillow out. Oh, is that better? I got this curtain at Burlington's. Hi, Anna, for Christmas. And it's like, you know, I was like, Valentine's is coming. I can just leave it. You know, I change my curtains. I change everything for every season. So I left it for Valentine's. So the end of the month, I'll take it down and get ready for spring. I'm thinking yellow. But my bathroom is yellow. My walls are like a yellow. So we'll see. If I miss you, hi Danielle, the other Danielle. Hi, honey. If I miss saying hi to you, I apologize. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Danielle, the other Danielle. Hi, guys. I apologize if I miss saying hi to you, LaKayla. Hi. Please excuse me if I also mess up your name. Okay, let's see. I like that. I'm trying to get ideas for my bathroom. I need to change it. Yeah, Terka. I got mine at Burlington. Danielle, I was trying to wear your necklace, but you remember Michael got a hold of it, so I'm going to try to untwist it after this, because I'm going to do another live after this one. Remember, I was telling you guys how this lady, one of Michael's, I wouldn't say friend, snubbed me, and my girlfriend had to grab me. So I'm going to talk about that later. I just wanted to jump on and discuss this topic we were talking about earlier, blue. Katrina, what's blue? Hi, Katrina, the other Katrina, how are you? And my cup, I had gotten this cup because, you know, I was going to talk about my husband and the lady, how she snubbed me, and how some of the women snubbed me at his church. Matter of fact, I stopped going to one event because this one lady was so mean to me, you know. I was like, John, I don't got time for it. I need to be home on Saturdays anyway, so forget it. Hi, Richard Bay. How are you? All right, guys. So what you guys want to talk about? So earlier I posted about, oh, I have to tag Nicole. Let me tag her. Earlier I posted about, let's see what I posted about. It was a lot of ideas and comments and opinions. I love that. I posted about, so I wanted to talk about that if you guys don't have anything you want me to talk about. The number one reason why many girls, church girls, will not get married. Now, someone commented that, oh, it's not church girls, it's church women. Hi, Andre. And the reason why, put blue in your bathroom. Blue, I do have a blue curtain, Katrina, but spring, you know, I like color, girl. You know, every room in my house is a different color. That's Katrina's my sister-in-law. My brother painted my whole house, and every room in my house is a different color because I love color. Wait a minute, let me see what kind of tea I'm drinking. Oh yes, I'll have my tea waiting on that juicy. Okay, and I'm drinking tea. You know, I always have my tea. I'm drinking a green tea for immunity. Yeah, I have bought some stuff for over church women and how they boring. Who said that? That's Nicole. Okay, we'll talk about that too. So, number one reason for girls are not get married. If anyone knows me, anyone follow me, you know I push for church women to get married because it's just so many of us in the church, so many women in the church that's sitting down waiting for God to send their husband that's not married. You know, I got married. I was 35. I was almost 36 when I got married. That's old to be getting married for the first time, right? And I, like a lot of women, were sitting in the church waiting for God to send my husband until the Lord literally spoke to me. I remember it like it was yesterday. Alexia, could you bring me some of your lotion, please? I forgot to bring my lotion up from downstairs, and this coconut oil is not working. Could you bring me some of your lotion? She has that real sensitive skin, good stuff lotion, you know. I only buy it for her. Could you bring me some of your lotion? So I was laying on my futon, and the Lord, it was right after my 34th birthday. And the Lord spoke to me. He was like, get up. I was thinking, it's like it came to me. I'm 34. I'm not married. Bring me some lotion. Some of your lotion, baby. Yours. I'm 34. I'm not married. I don't even have any prospect. I don't even have somebody I want to marry. And the Lord spoke to me. He was like, get up. Get out. I jumped up from my bed, futon, ran to my computer, started looking at events, started looking at this. And then at the same time, my book had came out. Thank you, babe. Mm-hmm. My book had came out. So, yeah, I needed to be out. Let's leave it here because, I need a lot of lotion. And, I found that one event that I went and met my husband. I also invited two sisters One was already 50, looking for a husband, wasn't married. One was 40, looking for a husband, wasn't married. Almost 10 years later, they're still single, not married. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Okay. So I wanted to find out what are some reasons that a lot of Christian women, of course, it's really all women, but because I'm a church girl, I grew up in the church. I know the church. I know a lot of women are not married. A lot of the girls that I grew up with are not married. From my father's church, not married. The other church I went to when my father's church moved away is not married, still not married. There were women who were teaching me how to be single and wait for a husband 20 years ago, are still single, waiting for God to send their Boaz to the church. Okay, my daughter's going to be 25 this year. So you figure 20 years ago, you know. So I just wanted to run down a few of these ideas. And I'm going to talk about them just a little bit. This thing's not working, and my other phone is not working. It's acting up. Hubbylicious is about to get me a new computer because the baby loves this computer. And we're going to let him have it. Okay, so thankfully, Nicole Whitlock, are you on, Nicole, the other Nicole? She actually gave my number one reason. That's what I think. They are waiting on God to do all the work. I can't see who's coming on. Hi, Ananya. How are you? Oh, you know what, Ananya? Just get off. Just get off, Ananya. You don't need to be on this live, Ananya, because you know what we talked about. But you said you don't want to be married. Okay, Ananya. Okay, just scoot. Because you don't want to be married. And you should get married. You're a great guy. Why don't you want to get married? Okay? Smith. Last name is Smith. I'm not going to try your first name because I don't want to mess it up. Okay. So Nicole, I don't know if she's on. And I'm in my bathroom, so I don't have as much freedom to move around. She said they are waiting on God to do all the work. Faith without works is dead. Yes, that was my number one. A lot of women in our churches are sitting down, waiting on God to send their husband because they say, he that finds a wife, Proverbs 18:21, I believe. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So they are sitting in church. Me too. I was one of them, sitting at the church, praying and waiting on God to send my husband. Hi, James. Okay. I have always wanted to be married. Which James is that? Is that, what's your name, husband's? No. Tammy. Oh. Hi, Tammy. I was just asking if the other James was your husband. No. I've always wanted to be married. I told you guys about my college sweetheart, fell in love, madly in love with him. My father had me to break up with him because he said I loved him too much. So broke up with him, took me 3 years to get over him. My whole time in college was me getting over this guy. So by the time I graduate, yeah, Nicole, that's the other Nicole. I have two Nicole, two Danielle, two Katrina. By the time I graduated, I was ready to graduate. I did meet one guy, but I already knew he wasn't it because by that time I was listening to my dad. I was reading a lot, so I had started to my phone is acting up. Okay, here we go. I had started to really wise up to what my dad was saying and listening to him and be like, he was right. And I've always wanted to be married. And as a matter of fact, I went into a depression. I don't know if I want to call it a depression. When I was 25, Lexi, she said, Mommy, how old are you? I was like, 25. And it's like something just came over me like, oh my God, I'm 25, I'm not married. I just knew by the time I was 25, I would be married and finished with having kids. But that's because I met my college sweetheart when I was 19. So you figure if we had gotten married, we would have, be finished having kids by then. So I was going to the doctor. I don't know if it was psychological, but I was going to my doctor, the same doctor I have now. She's been my doctor for 25 years. Everything was hurting. everything. She ran all kind of tests. She did all kind of blood tests. She did all kind of x-rays. Excuse me, guys, that's on here, but she even put the camera up there, you know, because I was complaining the stomach ache. She had to put a camera up there. I was at the doctor's office. Hi, Taka? Bernard. Bernard is the last name. I'm not going to try the first name. And she was like, Janice, I remember I went back. I was like, I'm hurt in my stomach. Something's wrong with me. And she grabbed me here and she said, look at me. Nothing is wrong with you. Go live your life. And, you know, we talk, you know, I knew all her business. She knew all my business. It was like, just go live your life. You're beautiful. Go do this. Go live your life. Go enjoy your life. And that's how I came out of it. I came out of that. Close the refrigerator, Michael. That's how little Michael always leaves the refrigerator open. That's how I came out of it. Because I thought by 25 I would be married. But I wasn't doing the work. You know, my life was church, work, school, church, work. That was my life. And except when I took Alexia out to movies and stuff like that. And that's a lot of Christian women. Their life is work, church, and school. If you're not in church, if you're not in school, your life is work and church, work, church, work, church, work, church, work, church. You don't live and enjoy. So much stuff is going on. Every time the doors of the church is open, Shonda, you are there. Sunday, you at the church all day. This was me. Sunday, I was at the church all day, right? Because, you know, you have Sunday school at 9:30 in their regular service. And then sometimes they have service on Sunday evenings. So I did that for years until I got tired. And I was like, wait a minute. Sunday, I'm supposed to go to church, but I'm also supposed to enjoy my family. So as I got older and started to wise up, I stopped the Sunday night stuff, right? Guys, I'm sorry I'm not seeing your comments. Let me go up. Okay, Monday night at my church, we didn't do anything. Tuesday night was something for Lexi. Wednesday night was Bible study. Thursday night was something else. Friday night was something else. Saturday night, you're at the church all day cleaning or frying chicken. And then for chicken dinners. And then, hi, Michael. And then you're back on Sunday. So what time do you have to go out, live your life, and enjoy your life? But that's because we were taught that God is going to send our husbands to find us. And we're sitting at the church waiting for God to send him in to come to us and say, God told me I'm supposed to marry you. As if because he said God said to marry you, then that means it's a sure word and I'm just going to get up and marry this man because God said to marry them, right? I have something else coming soon. I'm going to teach you that, how your pastor is trying to keep you single. Okay. And so a lot of us were sitting at the church waiting for God to send us. And one little man come in the church. We, oh, girl, that's my Boaz. That's my Boaz. Don't know anything about him. You don't know nothing about this man. And you know, especially in our community, when the brothers coming off the street, is usually they came out of jail or the streets got finished with them and then they don't have anything left. So now they're going to run back to Jesus. And so a lot of us would see a man come in the church and we would say, oh, girl, that's my Boaz. Everybody's claiming the man. It got so bad that my father... Goody. No. Put my pillow on the bed. Could you pick my pillow up, Michael? Think of it.
You want it?
No, I don't have enough space. Put it on the bed for me. Thank you, babe. My father had to get to the point and I was younger then, so I don't think he was talking to me. But listen, ladies, when the brothers come in the church, they get saved. Please stay out of their faces. They are newborn babes, and they're not trying to think about getting married. They're trying to get right with Jesus. Okay, so we didn't have a life outside of church and work. That was our life, and that is a lot of women. Life now. You're not going out to be found. Okay. Some of my favorite love story of all. Boaz. Thank you, baby. Boaz and
I need to clean. It's dirty.
I cleaned the floors today. You don't need to clean it because I cleaned it today.
No, I cleaned it.
Okay, you cleaned it too.
I need this tissue clean it.
No. Go downstairs and see what Daddy's doing.
Hi.
Ruth, where was Ruth when she was found? In the field, not at the temple. Okay. Where was Rachel? Rachel was a shepherdess. So here she's working her gift. Work your gift, lady. When I met my husband, what was I doing? No, Michael. No. Mike. Be careful.
I don't want to go,
Okay,
Daddy.
Stay here with me. When I met my husband, what was I doing? Working my gift. When Rachel met her husband, what was she doing? She was working her gift. She was a shepherdess. Rebecca, she had a spirit of graciousness. What was she doing when Eleazar saw her, and the Spirit of the Lord spoke to him, and said, "That's the one. She's the one." She was so gracious to him. What was Rachel doing? Rebecca.
Let me go, Daddy.
Don't go.
Let me go, Daddy. Mommy.
They were all in the fields. They were out. Where was the woman at the well? She was at the well. Some scholars believe she was trying to find her another husband, because she'd already had 5 husbands, and she went in the middle of the day. No, Michael, not right now. She in the middle of the day, go to Daddy. Because all the other women knew she was a whore, and she probably slept with all their husbands. And so she didn't want to go with the regular woman during the morning or the evening to get the water. So she went in the midday. And who was there? Jesus was there.
Water there. And water there.
Be careful. Be careful. He was spraying the... no, Michael. He was spraying the floor.
No, it's water in there.
So all these women sitting up in the church.
Water in there. Oh, it's water in there. It's water.
Yeah, it's water. All these sisters we love to read about and talk about, they were not at church. Now, I'm not saying you can't meet your husband at church, okay? But if you attend one of the churches that most of us do, with 50 people that we grew up with, that everybody know each other, that out of 50 of them, 20 of them are women, 20 of them are kids, 5 of them are the drunk deacons, and the other men, they can't even take care of themselves, much less a wife. So let's just put that out there. Most of our churches don't have the men for us, okay? Now, when I went to my husband's church, I was like, oh, this is where all the men folks are. And as I'm reading my book, I'm writing my book, How to Gather Date on the Guys You Meet. It's coming soon. I was like, men like my husband didn't come to my church with 50 people. Okay? They didn't come there. They didn't come. My father was a great man. They didn't come to my father's church, the little storefront church, 50 people, you know everybody in them. My other church that I went to, they didn't come to my church, because men like my husband, they gravitate to men who are like them. His pastor is a lawyer. His pastor is also his frat brother. Great man. It's the biggest church in our community. I've never been to that church. It was a Baptist church, you know. You know how we spirit-filled people. We don't associate really with Baptist preachers, with Baptist folks. You know, we kind of stay over here separate to ourselves. But when I went there, I'm like, well, this is where all the men folks was. If I knew, I would have came here. But at the same time, my husband didn't meet somebody in the church. That's why the woman at the church is mad at me, because he married me. And I'm like, why are you mad at me? I have nothing about him choosing me. Okay, I was snubbed by about 3 or 4 women at his church. And so I said, well, Michael, how come you didn't marry somebody from the church? He said he wasn't looking for a wife at the church. He went to, we have 3 services, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11:30. He said he went to 7 o'clock service, and then he went home and slept, or he had to travel or something. He would go to Bible studies when he could, and he would attend men's fellowship. And any special occasions he attended, he would attend. So he wasn't really looking for a wife. He didn't go to singles fellowship. He wasn't there on Friday nights and, Saturday events fellowshipping. He was go to church, pay my tithes, I'm going home, I got to go to work, I got to go to sleep. So Even though there's a lot of men at his church. I work with another coworker of mine. He attends it. He has a friend. He didn't meet her at the church. This was somebody from the outside. So that is saying, ladies, you can't just sit and wait at the church, okay? I think I read about the 51-year-old virgin have never been asked out on a date. How do you get to 51 and have never been asked out? Not one man have ever asked you out on a date. You don't see something wrong with that? This was in a Christian group, and all the ladies was, hang in there, baby. God's going to do it for you. God's going to do it, honey. God is faithful. He's faithful to his word. He going to do it for you. I had to jump out. I had to come out because I'm like, boo, you 51. I know I have many friends who are 50 who are going through menopause. So it's possible that you are going through menopause right now. And you're 51 and you've never been asked out on a date. That means you've never talked to a man. You've never sat down from across a man and talk. So at 51, what are you expecting? You're just going to meet this perfect man. He's going to be the one and y'all going to get married? Is that what you're expecting? Because you can't just meet a man and marry him. You have to vet them. That's what my book is about. How to gather data on the guys you meet when you meet them. How to get the information. I'm going to come back and answer your question, guys, okay? I just want to get through this. So you're going to try to start vetting somebody at 51? I was 34 when I met my husband. But all that time, from the time I was in my 20s, I was vetting. I was learning. I was like, oh, Lexi, turn that light on, babe. I was like, oh, no, that's not the one. Oh, no, child, he don't pay no time. Oh, he don't send no flowers, child. He don't help out with around the house. He don't even want to wash the baby. He don't want to give the baby a bath. Girl, he make less than me, and he don't want to do anything around the house. Hi, Pastor Darren. How are you? Pastor Darren is my big brother. How are you, Pastor Darren? Pastor Darren, no. Pastor Darren was at church on Thursday nights or doing choir rehearsal. We was always at the church. We ain't had no time to meet nobody else. Hi, Christina. I'm going to come back and answer your question, guys. Okay. So ladies, we have to get out. We have to learn to live outside of the church. In my book, Praying for Our Children. Lexi, look there if you see my book, the book I wrote for you. Over here by the light. By the light. Do you see it? No. Look at my bed, please. In my book, Praying for Our Children. Hi, Deidre. I wrote about, as parents, how we need, thank you. I wrote this book, In Christ I Am. I wrote it for my daughter. It's on Amazon too. About how we need to learn who we are in Christ. Okay? And that's my daughter on it. Yeah, she's a drummer. She plays the drums. Yes. I'm going to be talking about this too, about our new identity in Christ. But in my other book, Praying for Our Children. Lexi? Lex? Yeah. Could you come down, please? I wrote about, as parents, how we need to teach our children to live outside of the church. That's why they go to college and they go crazy. They become Satanists. Could you please look on the table downstairs? You see my other book, the Praying for Our Children one, the big one with the kids on it. They go crazy, they go wild, they become Satanists, they shack up and do all kind of stuff. Why? 9 out of 10 of them were not taught how to live outside of the church. Their whole life was the church. You know, back in the days, some church people didn't believe in going to the movies. That was worldly. They couldn't go skating. That was worldly. They couldn't go out as a group to have pizza. You know, because I remember church folks just said, because we don't date. We don't date because they're thinking of dating is shacking up, having babies, living together, and having sex. Data is to gather data on the guys you date. You have to gather data so that you can make an informed decision. That's why we don't meet somebody and then fall in love. Because we don't have enough data on the person. Thank you. To decide if he's right for us. Thank you, babe. This is my first book, Praying for Our Children. Okay? I'm going to do a reprint. My whole life story's in here. Having the baby at 16, being homeless, all of that stuff. So I wrote about teaching our children how to live outside of the church. Okay? As women, come on, ladies, you're 40, you're 50. Okay, you're still sitting down at the church waiting for God to do it. Like somebody said, faith without works is dead. When he said wait, wait is active. Okay? Wait on the Lord. You don't just sit there and wait. Jan, your brother made oxtail. Yes, I want some oxtail, even though I'm partially vegetarian now. Is he going to bring it by? And I need more veggies. Lots of veggies and lots of gravy, okay? We have to get up, ladies. Okay, if you want to be married, especially ladies that's never been married, okay? If you've been married before, you know what you need to do, okay? If you've never been married like me, I was never married before, you have to get busy. Get busy, honey. I jumped up my computer. Oh, this is okay to date outside of the church. When I say date outside of the church, Christina, I don't mean date sinners, okay? But church folks, God have his people everywhere. If there's nobody at your church trying to marry you, trying to date you, you need to start going out to events. I met my husband at a networking event when I was marketing my book. Now, if I never went, I wouldn't have met him. Some people say, well, if it was God, if it was destined, y'all, God would have made it so y'all could meet. Okay. Well, what about the millions of single sisters in our churches? It's not destined for God to have a husband for them? It's not destined? So you can't say that, okay? Cannot say that. So, ladies, I'm going to go back and answer questions because I'm trying to make my life no more than an hour. Because I'm going to do another one later about how, you know, I saw the girl with my husband at my husband event, and he introduced me and she snubbed me. She was like, yeah, I'm going to talk about that later downstairs though. Okay, Patrina, well, how am I going to get the food, Patrina? I mean, how are you telling me about the oxtail, but you're going to tell me he home? Are you going to bring me the food? Katrina? Ginger, what's going on? What are you saying you don't know how to, you don't know where to be? Okay, I'm going to go back, guys, because I'm trying to make my lives not so long. Oh, my God. I need my phone. 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 Okay, I'm reading the questions as I go down. Okay, Ginger Clark, you said, now which Clark is this? Is this the Clark I know? I don't know where to begin. Okay, Ginger said that. Hi, Dee Dee, my partner in crime. How are you, my love? I'm in church and back home. In church. I'm in church and back home. Okay. I'm in church. I'm in church and back home. Ginger, I don't understand. Okay, I'm going down. He not home. Patrina, come on now. Get the food to me, please. I mean, you're going to tell me about the food. Then you're going to tell me David's not home. I can't see the questions. Okay, I do believe if he is in the church or trying to keep up with his love for God, it's fine to date. Get dated, so and so forth. Yes, Nicole, getting data is remember the lists. Okay, do you know why I never got... Hi, Dark and Lovely. How are you? Hi, girl. That's my sister. Remember, I talk about having your lists, ladies. This is how you will avoid a lot of drama, a lot of foolishness, because you have your list. Do not get, I'm going to put this computer down because I can't see. Do not get emotionally involved, because when you get emotionally involved, it's hard for you to detach and walk away. I never got I don't have a social life. Ginger, you need to get a social life today, okay? Today, this moment. Get on your computer and search events in your community. Go to a nice upper class community and eat in a restaurant somewhere. I used to do that. Okay, get your list. So my list, my number one is he had to have it, is he had to be born again. So if I met a guy who was not born again, guess what? Walked away. Goodbye. We don't have nothing to talk about. And then the guys, they got so smart. They would say, well, why don't you come have dinner with me and talk to me about Jesus? So you know what my dad told me? He said, he gave me his number. He said, here, give them my number and tell them to call me and I'll talk to them about Jesus. My phone is acting up, y'all. I'm trying to get these questions. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to scroll up on this phone. I'm going to try to go back up because my other phone is not working. Because I want to make sure I answer all of your questions. So, ladies, we have to get out. Patrina said yes. Okay, so I hope I didn't miss any questions. But I only went as far as, oh, my Lord. Swipe to, okay. I love that curtain. Thank you. Yes, the curtain. I'm trying to go back, guys, to get all the questions. All the questions, because my other phone is acting up. Hello, everyone. And on my computer, for some reason, I'm not seeing. I think I'm gonna take the battery out. My brother said I should do this at least once a week. Okay, maybe it's coming in. Okay. Blue in the bathroom. Yeah, I have a blue and white, but I'm thinking summary, more summary. Put blue in your bathroom. Jacob's jealousy. Yes, I'm gonna talk about that, about the ladies that snubbed me from my old husband, child. You mad at me? Like, why are you mad at me? How do I take this off again? All right, that's not working. Let me get this so I can hurry up and go downstairs to do the other one. Oh, yes, I'll have my tea waiting on the... Yes, girl. Yes, you church woman. And how boring. Okay, they're boring. Okay, we'll talk about that another time. Hey, my new friend. Hey, Tammy. We should go. A reason could be they're trying so hard to live like Jesus. They're not focused on how to even get a husband. Right. Churches are not teaching about how to find a husband, or better yet, how to be found by a husband. Right. Right. All they're telling you, sit and wait on God. Right? Wait on God. What's the matter? Okay, I'm almost finished. Stay here with me, okay? I do believe you are supposed to be approachable. Yes, you are supposed to be approachable. A lot of Christian women are not approachable. I got it, Mike. I got it. It's okay. A lot of Christian women, stop digging your nose. Get out your nose. Get out your nose. Here's some tissue. Are not approachable. And we need to be approachable. Okay? Smile. Smile. Smile a while. And give your face a rest. Remember that song? Raise your hands. Is that the way you go? One you love the best. Smile. Practice when you see a man on the street that speak to you, a homeless man. Smile. Good morning. Make his day. Okay? Learn to make his day. Michael, if you're going to sit here with me, you're going to have to be still. Okay? For some reason, it looked like the thing got bigger. Did it get bigger? I don't know. You're going to have to be still.
What's this?
It's coconut oil. From mommy's hair.
I want to put it in my hair.
Okay, stand up. Look at the camera got bigger. That just something just happened to it. I don't know. Anyways, Zumba. I think my other phone is coming on. And trust Jesus, because Jesus is gonna do it. And I'm like, you're 60. Like, when does the clock come on? When does the little light come on that says, child, I've been sitting here my whole life? Like the 51-year-old virgin. Like, when is the clock going to come on for her?
What's this? What's this? Mommy, what's this?
Epsom salt for Daddy. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, I'm going down the list. It's more women in church house than men. Yes, so you got to do the work. Yes. Women will always be surprised how many men may want to change and follow you to the house of God. It's just about discernment. I believe you should live your life, yes, with your eyes wide open and enjoy. It will find, yes, you know, go to the museum. Go to the latest exhibit. I used to go to Broadway shows. I used to get on the train and go to New York. Okay, the phone got really big. I don't know why. I would go up into the upper class community and eat at a restaurant. And that's normally how they are exactly on that. Oh, the preacher's kid. Yeah, I'm a preacher kid. You know, he's not my biological dad, but basically he's been my father since I was 17. You can still live your life. Absolutely. Why did this get so big? Oh, there you go. Okay, that's better. The camera went in and out for a minute. Whoever's asking, I'm going down the list. The older people don't have nothing to do and have lived their lives. You looking at them, but you don't see them in their prime, just in the now. Exactly. And a lot of these older women that's teaching are women who got married at 19. I was like, you don't have nothing to tell me. You can't. They've been married since they're 18 and 19. You can't tell me nothing. I won't hear nothing, child. You don't put up with a whole lot. He don't beat you. He don't have 10 babies on you. I don't want to hear it. Okay. I always see mine at work. I've heard some men do not looking at church for their own personal reasons. Right? He said he wasn't looking at the church. She been in church and so in church, period. 51. Never been asked out on a date. Never. That means you've never sat across from a man. Like, how does that work? You don't think something's wrong with that? Something is definitely wrong with that. He ain't even said, would you like a Coca-Cola? Yes. To me, that's puzzling that never went out on a date. And you don't think something is wrong with that? Like, when does the light come on? Over 50 and no dating. Discernment data, and yes, I love that more besides just saying, oh, he God, because he go to church. You find some of these same men in church sometimes can be twice as worse. Yes, honey, men in the world, because this church. Now, I'm strictly about, if you're a born again believer, you date, marry somebody that's born again, not somebody who is a sinner. And when I say date outside the church, I mean outside of your church building. I don't mean outside of Christ. Okay? You can meet, God has his people everywhere. My husband was at the thing. He goes to the church right here. I've never been to that church. Some people don't know anything about how to be themselves. My life outside church. You can live, yes, respectable and still have fun. Absolutely, January. It's okay. So, Christina, no, it's not. It's not okay to date outside of the church, as in outside of the body of Christ. If you are a born again believer, the Bible is very clear that you marry somebody who is also a born again believer, not someone who is not saved, not someone of another religious persuasion, because a lot of women did that. One of the reasons why divorce is so high is because a lot of women marry men who is outside of the body of Christ, and now they're like, they don't want to put up with this and deal with this. Yes, you need to read my book and get somebody else to buy it. Okay, like I said, it was some of them older Caesar folks in their prime. You'll be surprised. Don't put nothing. They want to come to church now and act all holy and stuff. I don't know where to begin. Ginger, we have to talk, my dear. I'm gonna get in box with you because Danielle, tell her. Danielle was an introvert. Danielle, I put a challenge in my group, in my church girl group. Danielle is on it. Coco too. Coco went out Friday night. Coco met and had about 3 or 5 numbers. Danielle had about 3 or 5 guys that asked for her number. So you just have to get out there. But we'll talk in box. I'm in church, and I do believe it is church are trying to keep up. Wait a minute, with his love, right? It's fine to date, get data. Yes, gather data, get data, know what you want, and you know, when you meet guys, you're just talking. A lot of the guys I didn't go out with.
Teddy kissed me.
No, it's not. A lot of the guys I met, I never went out to them because I was skilled. I got so skilled at getting data. I could talk to a guy 1 minute and knew if I wanted to go out with him again. And that's how it was with my husband. I knew I wanted to see him again. I have gone to a ton of free events. Yes, Ginger, listen to Danielle. She says she's going to a ton of free events and recently spent dating event. I use the website, eventbrite.com. You just type in your city, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a social life, Ginger. You have to get one, my dear. Okay? If nobody's at your church trying to date you, you got to get out. Okay? Find events in your area and go. Go to the movies. Go to the museum. Go to a play. Okay? Sometimes you have to go to another city. Go to a nice city. And go to a nice restaurant. Dress up nicely. Guys like color. They're colorblind. They can't see. So you put bright colors on so they could see you. I'm great. I just fixed myself up to surprise my husband when he gets home from firefighter. See there? That's right, Dee Dee. That's right, honey. Dress it up. My husband come home. He don't know what I'm going to look like. Okay. My hair's like this today. I might change it tomorrow. Surprising. Her life revolves around church is what she's saying. Mm-hmm. Hey, Rebecca, the other Rebecca. No, ma'am, is super perfect. I invited my church bad friends, PK, and spoke of the church things in their latest class. PK, that affects a lot of their lives. I got to get, my son actually wants to go to the store. Okay, Dee Dee. All right, make it back before you're done. But, Dee Dee, I'm going to do the other one about how I was snubbed. Mamie Washington. Hello, Mamie. Dr. Gladys. Hi, Dr. Gladys. I'm almost finished, babe. You can have more to talk about beside church, ladies. Yes, have stuff to talk about, okay? Modern current events. That's a big one. That's one of the reasons why my husband and I connected so much. I'm coming. Just a few moments.
No.
Mike is... We both love politics and history, and we both love books.
No, Daddy.
Look at that. We have a lot to talk about, okay? Have a universal conversation. You're grown and human by beyond so on and so forth. Yeah. And then I'm also going to talk about how I snugged a successful black man. Okay, we need to learn about what we talk about. When you're talking to a successful black man, you can't talk to him about how successful you are. Okay, because as we have to know the role. I'm going to talk about that. Hi, Aaron. Kristen, what happened? Oh, the video, the camera was in and out. And I bought a camera. I was trying to set it up yesterday and it didn't work. So I'm going to try again. Is it okay to bring the guy you're dating but keep options open? Is it okay to bring the guy you're dating but... Christina, what are you saying? You mean bring him to church? I wouldn't. I believe in... I'm going to do a video on this too. I believe in dating several guys at once. But remember what dating means. Dating means to gather data on the guys you're dating. Not because you meet a guy and you're dating him mean he's the one. Because you might get some data on him and you're like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. So you let him go. So until it's like an engagement, I wouldn't bring him to church. I didn't bring mine to church until he put a ring on it. I think I might have went to visit his church because, you know, I'm coming from Spirit-filled, going to a Baptist church. So I just wanted to judge the word and see what it was. And I went and I loved it. His pastor, awesome teacher. And I love teachers. Okay. All right, guys. So I know my video went out for a little bit. But any other questions before I jump off? And then I'm going to go downstairs and come back on after I spend some time with little Michael. And see what's going on with my other phone, and then I'll be back about how I was snubbed. Say hi.
Hi.
No more soap. Kristen, did you get that? My other phone's let's put this here. Any other question, guys, before I go? I have a lot of things lined up for March. And let me see if I could get my YouTube channel. Apparently, I had a YouTube channel that I forgot about. So when I went to set it up, they was like, you already have one. Yeah, so, Christian, okay, good, Christina. Do you have any other questions before I go? Like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, guys, I'm gonna run. So I'm gonna spend some time with the baby, and then I'm gonna be back on. It's now 6 o'clock. I'll probably be on about 7. Talk about how I was snubbed by the woman my husband knew. Go and wash your hands. I'm coming. You have to
wash your hands with it.
No. You need water. You need water. You can't wash your hands here. You can't wash it here. Go to the sink downstairs. Let me plug my YouTube channel before I go. Christian ladies, you have to learn to live outside the church, okay? Look at this big old beautiful world God made. And every day of the week you're at the church. No, that's not God's will, my dear. That is not God's will. If you guys have YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I can't upload any videos until tomorrow, so I'll be adding some videos to it. And remember, ladies, we don't date unbelievers. Okay, if you're a Christian, born again, we don't date unbelievers, okay? Once you find out he's an unbeliever, drop it, let it go. Let it go. Move on. That's why you don't get emotionally connected and you're all emotions and all this. Don't do it. It's my YouTube channel. And guys, please share this video. Please share the video. Please invite others that you think can use this. My new book is coming out soon. Oh my God, y'all gonna love it. I'll read a little bit for you guys on the next video. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay, all right, and if you have not picked up my latest book, The Naked Wife, here it is. Let me give you the link for that too. Paperback is currently on sale for $12.99. I have to remember to plug these in at the beginning. All right, lovelies. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be back on at 7 p.m. my time, Eastern. And because I have to be downstairs, because I have to demonstrate how the woman came. She came and she ran up to my husband. She said, Michael, I've been looking for you all evening. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did, honey. She did. The baby thing spilled. Yes, child. That's how she was all on my husband. Like, yes. So I'll see you guys at 7 my time, Eastern time. Okay, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Please invite others, and I just linked my YouTube channel, and there's nothing there yet, but I'm gonna upload tomorrow. And I'm gonna do a lot of short videos so I could, you know, kind of build it up. And I'll be back on at 7. I love you. Thanks for watching, ladies and guys. Bye.